what are we doing? Well, Scott's got the burr and found a big buck, 521?
547.
547. So, as you remember from the previous videos, if not, go back and look at the Falcon. It was originally a straight 6 car, but it's the same bolt patterns for the transmission for a small block. And we were toying on whether or not we go small block on it. And Scott's the smart guy and says, I'm just going to go big block with it right away. So, gathering pieces, parts. Were you going to... Did he want part of that rear end deal or something, or?
Yeah, he may have a use for that 12 bolt.
Okay.
That was in it. So.
Gotcha. So maybe do a little bit of trading and come home with a big block Ford for the Falcon. Man, Falcon was 2,400 pounds with the iron 6-cylinder in it. Guess is going to be 26 maybe with a big block with aluminum heads ish, somewhere along that line from what I saw when I changed from small block to a big block in the Fairlane. So stick around. Like a reputable neighborhood, Brian. Yep. I've never been to Brian's place. Matt's been to Brian's place. He was pretty impressed with all the goodies Brian has. I don't know if we'll show you, but hopefully he'll be cool with it. Where he lives. Righty right. Here's the guy that gives us our fixes for big block Fords.
How you doing? YouTube world?
Did I give you swag? Did you get swag yet?
I did not get swag yet.
What size shirt?
2X.
I got him. I got you taken care of. Yeah.
Michael Heston is the man.
Brian, good to see you.
Mr. Scott, beam me up. How are you?
Oh, beam me up.
Welcome to my disorganized, dysfunctional, but organized shop for me. Come on in.
Oh, there must be like a 66 under here or something?
It is a 66 Fairlane.
Yeah, I can tell by the hood.
It was my late father's. Well, first off.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, it's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. I can only uncover it a little bit so much.
Yeah.
But engine compartment. It's a lacquer job, so.
Nice.
Still from the 90s.
Really? It
Yes.
looks great. Oh.
Oh, you're going to like the engine and transmission. It's going to be a mess.
Look at that. The Coke bottle body, and it's Coke red. Lovely.
Candy apple.
Lovely.
Yep.
You know, my first car was almost a 66 GTA convertible. The guy wouldn't sell it to a kid.
My.
No kid.
Yeah, he wouldn't sell it to a kid.
This is a 500 XL 280. This was a 289 2-barrel C4 automatic car. So, still stuck with the 289 C4.
Yeah, but your old man's. That's cool, dude.
This was a cruising car. My father restored it to an absolute original car. I still have all the original parts to it.
Nice.
The original 2-barrel, the original 2-barrel intake. I still have the engine block. It's over here, but you're gonna like what I got because I got BucketList DNA on this engine. Okay?
The valve
The reason
covers?
why I say BucketList DNA, come on over here. Do those valve covers look familiar to you?
Yep, these were on the Ugly Duckling when we had the small block. Absolutely.
So this is the original engine, the original heads, original oil pan, original tri-wise from '66, okay, that I found in Carlisle, Pennsylvania. I also found this in Carlisle, Pennsylvania. It cost me a real mint. Let me show you the bottom, the inside. True tri-power. It is a true tri-power setup.
Lovely. Yep.
That's not aftermarket. That's not a.
It's got
that's
the heat
not a
crossover.
Yeah, it's not a buddy bar or anything like that. Intake. This is how my customer motors and my motors come out.
Yep.
Clean.
Yep. Nice.
Clean.
Yep.
Perfect. The ugly duckling. I love that.
You know how many comments I got on those valve covers? And how many times
These ones here?
Yeah, and people go, "Is that an FE in there?" Because they're the tent roof style or whatever that are flat on the top.
Oh, exactly.
And I actually got those. I called and Lee Holman had one set, and he goes, "I got one more set."
These were on these kind of valve, and believe it or not, I should have never ever snowed on them. I found a pair of these in Marblehead, okay, and he was going to get rid of them for $75 for the pair, and they came off a marine engine. These were on marine engines, and in the day, the small blocks,
Yep.
when, like jet boats or whatever.
Yeah, like the Magnum Marine boats, the
Correct.
27s. Yep.
Correct.
Yep.
They came factory like that. So
Donzies, yep.
I should have never snowed on it. And then a few years later, I finally found you, Michael, and you introduced yourself and said, you know, hey, you come to my booth space at the swap meet in Medina,
Yep.
and said, hey man, I got a pair of Holman and Movie valve covers. Would you be interested? Yeah. How much you want? Oh, I'm not going to mention that price on TV. So, but I paid a lot for them. But it was worth it, and they're staying with me. So
Yeah.
that's definitely bucket list material and DNA, and I love it. And I love it. I absolutely love it. So it's messy, but it's kind of it's disorganized messy. I apologize for all the viewers at home, but this is how I make my money. This is how I make my living now.
Yep.
Okay, from snowplow pump stuff, rebuilding snowplow pumps to rebuilding engines, and I have a run stand here, a full-size run stand. I just got done doing a 383 Chevy for a guy, and that's what I do. And this is our prize jewel here, our 547.
Yeah. So this is what's going in the Falcon right here. Oh yeah.
Everything I had mentioned to Scott Corbus and everybody online. So Super Cobra Jet. This is a 718 roller cam, Howard's roller cam, roller lifters, Heartland Sharp roller rockers, Jomar poly lock and stud girdle set, scat rotating crank assembly, H-beam rods, Icon pistons. I believe it's 60 over if I'm not mistaken. It's going to come with the motor plate. I don't know if the motor plate's going to fit for you, but it comes with it. So you can do.
I believe it will.
So the thing is, you can leave it like this and run a Mazir because that's what it ran before.
Yep.
Okay, and what happened was, folks, is that the guy had this in a '66 Fairlane that was lightweight. Okay, like somewhat like the R Code 427 car, fastback, just like my red Fairlane back here, but Wimbledon one. So what happened was he launches off the line. He's in the right hand lane, my right hand lane, and at about the 300 to 330 foot mark, a freeze plug in the back lets go. Okay, on the left hand driver's side of the engine, which you'll see here in a second. Don't know why the engine wasn't overheated or anything like that, and antifreeze or water got under the left side tire. That slipped, the right side grabbed, he went left to center into the wall at almost 100 miles an hour. And the man's okay. He's about 350 plus pounds. He was a big guy, but he's 80 years old. So God bless his heart, Rick Schramm. He owned this motor before, and this engine only had 4 runs prior to that, and that's it. So the 4th and final run was in the car. It was still running, and it was still running at the time. And there's the freeze plug back here. Let me.
Is that the?
Can you
is
see
that the big block Chevy bolt pattern on the exhaust?
No, it is not. It is Ford. It's true Ford.
Okay.
So.
Yeah.
Other than that, I mean, it's a beautiful engine. It's set up. It's ready to go.
Well, with that, he's going to be the fastest guy in the group.
Well, don't tell Matt this, but he's thinking about running plate nitrous on a tunnel ram.
Yeah, he can do. We can do that for the MegaWeek and stuff.
Yeah.
But for like drag week and for sick week stuff, we can't run nitrous.
That's okay. Matt's still not going to outrun me.
The reason why I have these duct tape is obvious.
Yep.
You know, you could see how big the ports were. They were
Jeez,
ported and such.
dude.
They're huge. They're absolutely huge. So you want to port your tunnel ram to that gasket port. Okay. I duct taped everything because to keep it all nice and clean and solid.
Yep.
And my suggestion to you on this, when you run your tunnel ram, yeah, the 750s, dual 750s are going to, down in West Virginia, is going to be do you just fine. So what I would do with this engine specifically, there's still 6.5 quarts of oil in the dip on the engine.
Yep.
Clean, but still smells like Renegade fuel. So I would change the oil out. That would be the first thing I would do, and I would I'd go through the valves again. This sat since last April, in the beginning of the last season. So the engine has not sat that long empty or not running.
Never.
So I'm comfortable to know that this engine is a full together run engine, ready to go, run, start, done.
Right on.
Okay, you don't have to do a damn thing, but set your valves and put new oil in it, and that's it. So I'm going to give you also, I have a flex plate on the back here, but I'm going to give you an SFI. Seeing that it's an external balanced engine, I'm going to give you an external balanced wheel. I'm going to give you the, if you decide you want to run it, this wind pump here, but you're going to have it, you're going to have this plate machined a little bit, because and that's why I'm going to give you this plate, because you're going to have that cut out for that.
Yep.
Because it will not clear that. The fan will hit. And if you decide you don't want that, that's fine, not a problem. I would run a Mazir if I were you. That's what was on this before. It was a Mazir electric water pump. It ran perfectly fine. You had an alternator, and everything on it. So here's what happened. Here's how hard. I'm going to point you back here real quick. Here's how hard Rick's ram hit the wall at 100 miles an hour. This is the original motor plate. And this is what happens when you hit the wall at 100 miles an hour.
That'll do it.
So, but other than that, you got brand new bearings in there, and I think you'll be very, very happy with what you got going on.
Excellent.
So, I got a brand new oil filter on there, brand new pan, pretty much a brand new pan on there, pans, 8 quarts. If you're going to run drag and drive or anything like that, I run 6.5, and that's it. You don't want all that sloshing around.
Right.
I believe there is a stud girdle under the main stud girdle under this. I haven't had the pan off, so I don't know.
Okay.
But I believe. So don't quote me on that.
Right on.
But there's the Falcon's motor, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh yeah. Sorry, Matt. You're still going to be slower.
I'm going to tell you, even Matt's got a fresh 532 that he bought from me, ladies and gentlemen, and Super Cobra jet head. So his engine is going to be set up similar to this.
Yep.
The only difference is going to be because it has the same cam combination and everything he's going to have. He's going to be damn near as fast.
Scott's got a big weight advantage on Matt, because Matt's was 3,000 with a small block, and this one was 2,400 with a small block. So he's got a 6. Now Matt's cutting out a bunch of stuff. He's in a frantic panic.
He's pulling and I'm adding. So
He's drilling. He's either removing weight completely or he's drilling circles.
Oh yeah,
somewhere.
Yeah, he's pulling a mic. That's for sure.
He's doing something.
strapped down.
Ladies and
Thanks,
gentlemen.
Brian.
You're welcome. Thank you very much.
Yep.
Scott Corvus and Michael Heston. And Matt Lewis, watch out. Scotty's coming for you. He's going to beam you up.
What's that place look like, folks? That's right. It's clearance shopping time. Well, we didn't find anything for us, but we did find that for Patrick. It's a Merc Cruiser big block fuel pump. So it's always nice to have a spare on a boat when you're stuck out in the lake. Fuel pump goes out, you're up at creek. Got it home. Nice. He's been ordering pieces, parts galore. Tons of stuff. New wheels. I mean, those aren't hot. All kinds of parts. Been working on wiring, looks like, with the dash out of it. So making some progress. We'll be over to cut down that rear end in short order so that we can put the Trino ends on it and ladder bar brackets and get that underneath the car. So stick around, and like always, there are 7 days in the week. Someday isn't one of them.